Three men attempted to escape from America's most infamously brutal and inescapable maximum security prison. After 59 years, till today, the escapees are not found, and it is one of the notorious unsolved mystery of America. Hello amazing viewers, it's me Femina here. Before we dive into the video, do subscribe the channel and click the bell icon for more real cold cases. Alcatraz, by name the Rock, located on a lonely island in the middle of San Francisco Bay, California, US. The island occupies an area of 22 acres and is located 2 kilometers offshore. In its heyday, it was the ultimate maximum security prison. In the 1930s, Alcatraz was already a forbidding place, surrounded by the cold, strong current and shark-infested waters. The prison includes tougher iron bars, a series of strategically positioned guard towers, and strict rules, including a dozen checks a day of the prisoners. Escapes seemed nearly impossible. Alcatraz inmates included dangerous public enemies like Al Capone, criminals who had a history of escapes, and the occasional odd characters. Despite the odds, from 1934 until the prison was closed in 1963, 41 inmates attempted to escape. Of those, 26 were captured, 7 were shot dead by guards, 3 drowned, and 5 disappeared forever. The fate of 3 particular inmates, Frank Morris, Clarence Anglin, and John Anglin, remains a mystery to this day. Here is their escape story. Frank Morris, a career criminal with an IQ of 133, was sent to the Rock in 1960 for a 14-year term. The Anglin brothers had attempted earlier escapes from other prisons and were sent to Alcatraz for robbing a bank in Alabama. The year is 1961. Morris and the Anglin brothers were housed on the same tier in Alcatraz, and they began planning their escape along with another inmate named Alan West. Behind their cells was an unguarded utility corridor filled with pipes and heating ducts that was hardly ever entered. They made their way down this corridor and climbed to the roof of their cell block inside the building, where they set up a secret workshop. Using spoons collected from the eating area and a homemade drill from the workshop, the convicts spent months digging through the concrete walls in their cells, eventually making holes large enough for a man to squeeze through. They used suitcases and cardboard to conceal the holes, and Morris would often play the accordion at night to cover up the sounds of the digging. The men constructed an inflatable raft made of 50 stolen raincoats and fake heads made of plaster, toilet paper, and hair from the prison barber shop that were then painted to look more realistic. They also built wooden paddles and converted a musical instrument into a tool to inflate the raft. After months of preparation, the night of the planned escape arrived, June 11, 1962. The men placed the painted dummy heads in their beds and shimmied out of the holes they had dug in their cells. There was only one problem: Alan West, the 4th prisoner involved in the plan, couldn't get through his wall. Morris and the Anglin brothers couldn't afford to wait, so they proceeded with the escape without West. They then retrieved the raft and the other materials they had hidden on top of the cell block and ascended to the roof. After climbing down a 50-foot wall, the trio climbed over 2 barbed wire fences, still unnoticed by guards, and moved to the shoreline to inflate their rafts. It was shortly after 10 p.m. when the men entered the choppy waters of the bay and disappeared into the foggy night. The water temperature was 12 degrees Celsius on June 11, 1962, when the men escaped. What happened next remains a mystery. Did they make it across the bay, get to Angel Island, and then cross Raccoon Strait into Marin County as planned? Or did the wind and waves get better of them? Amazingly, authorities didn't discover that the 3 men were missing until the next morning. Along with the dummy heads, a 1960 issue of Popular Mechanics was found in one of the cells, featuring an article on how to build an inflatable raft. The next morning, the makeshift raft was discovered washed up on Angel Island, 3 miles from Alcatraz. Along with the raft, investigators also discovered a plastic bag belonging to Clarence and John Anglin that contained photos and addresses of friends and relatives. Authorities investigated the escape for 17 years but never came up with any promising clues or information. According to Alan West, the plan was to steal clothes and a car once on land, but no such thefts reported. The case was officially closed in 1979 and the three men were declared dead. But did they die? Or did they reach land, assume new identities, and live out the rest of their days as free men? On March 21, 1963, Alcatraz closed after 29 years of operation because the institution was too expensive to continue operating. Today, the rock is a popular tourist attraction that draws more than 1.3 million visitors per year due to its rich history. There is only a faint chance of all three still being alive now. Morris would be 94 today, John 91, and his younger brother Clarence 90. To this day, Frank Morris, Clarence Anglin, and John Anglin remain the only people who have escaped Alcatraz and never been found. A disappearance? That is one of the country's most notorious prison escape and unsolved mysteries in American history. If you want to visualize the entire Alcatraz escape plan, do watch the movie Escape from Alcatraz released in 1979. See you soon. Bye-bye.